Hello, it's Emma from Handserenity.com with a yearly reading for 2017. I haven't felt drawn to do it until today. Been a bit discombobulated with the Mercury retrograde and tomorrow's full moon. So what we're going to do is do one card per month. Well, if more than one card wants to come out, then we should be doing those. But on the basis of one per month. I'm using the Adoring Virtue Ready Valentine Angel Tarot cards. Potentially we'll pick one from another pack. We'll see how we get on. So we're looking for January, well, for the rest of January. And what I do is it's always the ones that fall out, just like that. Sometimes the cards can feel like almost like they stick together, but they're not ready. And you just keep shuffling them. Really, it's just being guided by your instinct with the cards. There we go. January, February, March. We have 2 for March. Interesting. We've obviously got Mercury retrograde throughout the year. We'll go through it by month. We've got the new and the full moon. So the full moon tends to fall at the beginning of the month and the new moon at the end of the month. So from January to July, we've got the 12th, between the 9th and the 12th of the month. And then August to December, it literally counts down. So the 7th of the month, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. But all the dates are on my blog at handserenity.com/blog. Wow. So March, April, May, June. I am hoping I have enough room on here so you can all see the months. I do need to get a bigger video for this year, but I am working on manifesting that right now. One thing we are going to see for sure this year is more spiritualists, more people becoming more aware of living in the present moment, seeing the world from a different perspective. Because obviously there's massive changes that are not conducive to the way we'd like it to be, like with America, and certainly other parts of the world with the wars and all the different changes. So the one way we can fight that is to all group together, pool our strengths and help everyone to heal, to find the inner peace rather than the worry and the stress. These cards are flying. I love it when they fly like that. It's quite exciting. Oh, we have 2. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We have 2 for October. So then we've got the end of the year. Let's see what we've got. Certainly for January it's the beginning of a change. There's unfortunately rumblings, feelings that there is going to be some kind of natural disaster, some kind of awful major occurrence. The fact that Trump's getting in is an awful major occurrence, apart from anything else. So he's hoping it's just that, and that can be dealt with. So let's get on with this on a positive note. We've got January. So as I say, it's the beginning of change, finding our inner happy outside of what everything else is going on. So removing the fear. We're all born survivors. One thing is about this says about objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humour in a situation. So basically that encapsulates everything that I've just said. We've got things happening that we don't necessarily like, don't necessarily agree with, but we can clear that away, concentrate on the humour and the laughter and the joy of living, and just go forwards in a very positive light. I always find meditation, yoga, Reiki, music, exercise, all of them will play a major part for all of us, hopefully, so that we can find that inner peace easier. So, January, February. the relationship month, as some would refer to it as, and this card is actually a relationship card. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So let's hope that it doesn't have to be a personal relationship. It can be a relationship with yourself, a relationship with a situation. So you could be moving on from a job, moving on from a group of friends, moving on to a new place. But basically, it can even be a relationship where you grow closer with yourself. It really is a time of forgiveness. To not let that anger and aggression get us stuck. As soon as you let go and release it all, it really allows you to see the world in a new light. One thing I'm doing at the moment is A Course in Miracles. So it's 365 days, and it's a psychological pattern of learning to see the world in a brighter place, but in a brighter, more positive way. I can highly recommend that for sure. So let's move on to March. So we had 2 cards for this, the beginning and the end of the month. Although there's so much going on, we can still manage to find our own success and our own strengths. This is asking us to grasp opportunities that are given to us, to really think outside the box. So really look at opportunities that are thrown at us. A successful time, like professionally, personally. Perhaps taking on something that you wouldn't have thought of. A situation, or it could be a job. It's a successful time either way for you personally. Just take that chance. Go and take that chance. This is asking that if you have a special invitation to a social event or a date event that you wouldn't normally accept, this is asking that you accept it, because it could lead to a boost in your emotions. It says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. So, rekindling a relationship, starting a new relationship. March is about taking a chance, going out there, taking risks, and just pushing yourself beyond boundaries. It's like no matter what's going on, let's just focus on the pleasure that we can bring to others, the help that we can bring to others. I do find my crystals help a lot too, especially this selenite. Right, April. Good news is on its way, public recognition and rewards. It sounds very positive, and it will be the 4th month of the year. As we go into it, here's a battle scene of victory. 6 of fire, so quite a provocative sign, but positive all the same. So let's wait and see what the news is. It kind of gives you a goal though, because it allows you to see what's happening. This is obviously only an overview, and we will do the monthly, the weekly recordings, so that we can have a look based on how things have moved along. So May. This is really asking you to dig deep and listen to your intuition. Consider everything carefully. So new situations are going to arise. New approaches. Take the time to consider what you think, what you actually want. Learning to follow your intuition. Every time I do follow my intuition, success happens, great things happen. It's just like keeping the knob turned on all the time. It's hard. It is hard. And I have to ground myself and find a path to follow the intuition again. It's like a list of all the things that you have to remember to do. Meditate, yoga, Reiki, follow your intuition. Course in Miracles, daily practice. There's so many things. But we can do this. We're survivors. We have the strength, especially if we're all working together. This is halfway through the year now. So we've got Archangel Hanil. She's amazing. We'll be delving deeper into our psychic powers. Everybody's psychic. It's just about listening to your intuition, as this is asking you to. So as you do listen to your intuition, you're guided into important psychic insights. There's things happening behind the scenes. Fears can build up at different times based on the different Mercury retrograde and full moon, new moon. We have to make sure we throw the fears away. So literally spread them away, get rid of them. June, there's no Mercury retrograde. Just be sure. I mean, it's very powerful. It's the major arcana, the moon. We have the full moon will be towards the beginning of the month in June. So I think it's all about riding with it and going with it and just taking that chance, pushing yourself outside those boundaries. They do say if you can push yourself every day, do one thing every day that you wouldn't normally do. So then we're going to the second half of the year, July. There's going to be a lot going on. It's going to be another time of decision making. And again, it's asking that we take a more playful approach. So there'll be a lot going on around us. Chaos, changes. So it'll be about grounding ourselves. Finding a way that we can find that inner peace. Here with the psychic, it really is asking you to step outside your comfort zone. Go forward and just take that leadership. A time of where we need to stand up and say about the activism, bringing us all together. If all the positive, mindful, strong individuals come together, we have the power to overcome the negative, aggressive, destructive people and powers. I mean, political leaders need to find their own inner peace. We just have to make... Anyway, we'll see what happens. So, August. Here, I think it says there's going to be a lot going on, so we are going to need to ask for help from others. Need to make sure that this is asking that we're being aware of the stress and finding that balance. As I say, throwing it away, because otherwise to stop any kind of disease or illness. I believe all illness is emotionally based. But that's another story. We can talk about that another time. This is asking that you throw out the stress so that there is no health concerns. And then we will be going into, which is Archangel Metatron, a time of self-discipline and willpower, an important achievement. So, goals that we're looking to achieve. Looks like just as we step into the second half of the year, we're going to achieve some amazing goals and achievements. Either worldly or personally. But definitely remember to ask for help from others. Life gets a little bit out of balance. Or each time life gets out of balance, we have to make sure we then reground ourselves. September. So this is saying that September could be a bit difficult. Illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. The stress related stuff that's going on here, it can then bring you within yourself. So you lose a lack of self-confidence. This is asking that you find that self-confidence back. We will go into Mercury retrograde. No, actually we'll be leaving Mercury retrograde on the 5th of September. Mercury retrograde starts at the 12th of August, so that can cause the stress sometimes. But it will clear on the 5th of September. Be a time of family, friends, just asking for the help that it's talking about here. Although there's an illusion of feeling trapped, let's go beyond that and take the action that we need to move forwards. Refind our self-confidence. So then October we've got 2 more, and again another major arcana. A time of self-discovery, a time where we might step away and just take time for ourselves, time to meditate. This is saying the end of a difficult situation, so the chaos in the middle of the year. Embrace the change. It says recovery from an addiction, so whether that's food, alcohol, or just a bad relationship. We're going to get the end of the difficult situation, but just be sure to meditate and get the balance and the grounding. It's a beautiful card. Archangel Raziel, man of great wisdom. So then we're coming into the end of 2017. This is obviously a really massive overview for us all. This is what unfortunately I have felt. And November's going to be a difficult time for us. Things aren't going to turn out as we'd hoped. Not seeing the positive in the situation. Sometimes you get so set that something has to turn out a certain way that when it doesn't, we feel heartbroken, distressed. It doesn't work out that way because it's not supposed to. It's going to really shake everything up here. So the turbulence, maybe the political turbulence, personal turbulence, it's going to come to a head. We just got to remember to see the positive in the situation. Like a clearing out. Although it hasn't turned out as we thought it would, doesn't mean it's turned out the wrong way. When relationships end, when situations change, it's because we're not supposed to be on that path. It's a wake-up call to guide you on a new road. So, just be wary. You can go back and look at this video throughout the year. But also, like I say, we'll be doing the weekly ones, monthly, weekly ones. As we're going to come into December, so the full moon will be on the 3rd of December. We're actually going to Mercury retrograde for December from the 2nd to the 22nd. So a time where we just need to be more aware of our emotions. And things, well, I mean, December's very much an emotional month anyway. We have 2 cards. This is saying wait for the perfect timing, so if you have anything planned, we should most certainly wait until after Mercury retrograde on the 22nd. A promising business venture, important documents or contracts, we just need to be sure not to sign them during the 2nd to the 22nd. Wait until the new year, or do it before the 2nd. An exciting time. It's about balancing. December's always about cooperation, compromise, as it says here. We can call on Zadkiel though for help. Just make sure you meditate and just go within, and it really is going to be a year where more people are going to join us on the spiritual journey. They're going to find the yoga or the Reiki or just different ways. We don't have to, I mean, we get taught that we have to be so stressed. We don't. We don't have to go through life stressed. We can enjoy this journey. We can find different ways to make money, different ways to enjoy ourselves, and most importantly, different ways to relax. So this is an overview for the year. If you want a personal reading, please do come to handserenity.com and we can organise that. I just wanted to have a little look at the healing angel cards and pick one. Oh, there we go. There's an overview for the year. And it sums it all up. Basically, it's asking that we focus. Focus on the good, not the bad. Go in and make those changes that we need to make. Be positive. Help others. Just really make this a year of growth, understanding. And although there's going to be turbulence, we can ride that turbulence. We're strong. We have strength, we have music, we have healing, and we will learn new ways to heal ourselves. Have an amazing 2017. I look forward to talking to you soon. Namaste.